Stay with us, this gets deeper. Imagine a queen who, rather than surrendering to colonial powers, waged war for decades, a queen who redefined diplomacy and commanded armies with equal skill. This is the story of Queen Nzinga, a 17th-century African ruler who defied the Portuguese Empire and became a symbol of resistance. Born around 1583 into the ruling family of Ndongo, a kingdom in present-day Angola, Nzinga's early life was steeped in political intrigue and military strategy. Her father, Ngola Kilawanji Kiasamba, was a shrewd leader who understood the growing threat posed by the Portuguese, who were aggressively expanding their slave trade and influence in the region. Nzinga demonstrated exceptional intelligence and leadership qualities from a young age. She was highly skilled in Bundu warfare and quickly proved herself an adept negotiator. The Portuguese, eager to control Ndongo's resources and slave trade, used both diplomacy and force to exert their dominance. In 1622, Nzinga's brother, Ngola Mbandi, who had become king, sent her as an ambassador to Luanda, the Portuguese capital in Angola. This was a critical mission. Ngola Mbandi's rule was faltering, and he needed to secure a peace treaty. Nzinga's arrival in Luanda was a display of power and intelligence. The Portuguese governor, João Correia de Sousa, attempted to humiliate her by not offering, but here's what they never wanted you to know: a chair. Unfazed, Nzinga ordered one of her attendants to kneel, using her as a human chair. This act immediately asserted her authority and demonstrated her refusal to be intimidated. During the negotiations, Nzinga cleverly secured a treaty that nominally recognized Ndongo's sovereignty. But the Portuguese had no intention of honoring it. They continued their expansionist policies, pushing further into Ndongo territory and intensifying the slave trade. Realizing that diplomacy had failed, Nzinga took a bold and decisive step. She fled Ndongo and established a new kingdom in Matamba, a neighboring state inhabited by the Mbangala people, a fierce warrior group. She skillfully integrated "stay with us, this gets deeper" herself into their society, even adopting their customs. Nzinga transformed Matamba into a bastion of resistance against the Portuguese. She built a powerful army, incorporating both Mbangala warriors and Ndongo refugees. She also forged alliances with other African kingdoms and even sought support from the Dutch, who were rivals of the Portuguese. For decades, Nzinga waged a relentless guerrilla war against the Portuguese. She was a brilliant military strategist, using her knowledge of the terrain and the weaknesses of her enemy to her advantage. She led her troops in battle, inspiring them with her courage and determination. Her resistance was not only military but also ideological. She offered refuge to escaped slaves, undermining the Portuguese slave trade and attracting more followers to her cause. Nzinga understood the importance of propaganda and used it effectively to rally support for her cause. She portrayed the Portuguese as ruthless oppressors and herself as the defender of African freedom. Despite facing overwhelming odds, Nzinga persevered. The Portuguese launched numerous military campaigns against her, but she always managed to evade them or inflict heavy losses. Her resilience and determination became legendary. In the 1650s, after decades of warfare, Nzinga finally negotiated a peace treaty with the Portuguese. Although she was forced to make some concessions, she managed to retain control of Matamba and secure the freedom of her people. Nzinga ruled Matamba until her death in 1663 at the age of 80. Even in her later years, she remained a formidable leader, constantly working to strengthen her kingdom and protect her people. Queen Nzinga's legacy is one of courage, resilience, and unwavering determination. She is remembered as one of Africa's greatest leaders and a symbol of resistance against colonial oppression. Her story continues to inspire people around the world who are fighting for freedom and justice. She was a queen who dared to defy an empire, and in doing so, secured her place in history. Subscribe to Punna Afrique for more African history and wealth wisdom. Follow for more untold African stories.